So in this video, I'm going to talk about people pleasing and why people pleasing could be hurting you more than you think. Right? So who is a people pleaser? A people pleaser is somebody who everybody thinks that they're agreeable, they are helpful, they are nice, they are kind. People consider this person to be nice and helpful and kind. And this person, as a people pleaser, this person is always available to others and will do whatever it takes to make people happy, to make people comfortable. So this is the person you will call when you need help with a project. This is just examples of things that people will call on you for as a people pleaser. They need help with their project, they call on you. They need help to study for exam. They need someone to run errands for them. They need to borrow money. They need a ride. They need help to move. They need you to pick up this package and drop it to another place. They need you to transport this person to this place. They need you to make calls. They want you to make this appointment. They want you to shop for their groceries and bring it to their home. They want you to drop off their dry cleaning. They want you to, hey, can you watch my kids? Can you watch my pets? Can you go shopping for these gifts? Can you pay my bills? Well, actually go in the line and pay the bills. Can you do my laundry? Can I come over to do laundry? Can you prepare this venue for me? I want to have this social event. Please help me prepare this venue. Can you pick up a package from my house and deliver it to this place? Can you help me declutter my home? Can you help me declutter my office? And this people pleaser, this person will be more than willing to step up because they want to make you happy, they want to make you comfortable, right? And where people pleasing comes from, obviously childhood, right? You probably were neglected as a child. You probably had some emotional abuse. You probably didn't get enough attention from your parents, like when you were growing up. Maybe you tried to be a good child to get attention. You tried to overachieve in school, try to get good grades to get attention, trying to be on your best behavior to get attention. But your parents probably were neglecting you emotionally, and you're trying to do all these things to get validation, to get love, trying to make your parents feel happy. And your parents were just probably emotionally unavailable, or a parent was an alcoholic, or their parent was really sick, or a parent was mentally ill. Many things could happen. Or a parent were a people pleaser themselves. And obviously all of this results in lack of self-confidence, lack of self-esteem, lack of low self-worth, having a high need for external validation, people telling you that you're good. You with this type of childhood where you're being neglected emotionally, it can cause you to want to feel approved and accepted badly, where you start to bend over backwards when you become an adult, right? And you might be wondering if you're a people pleaser or not, or you might think that you're a people pleaser, and this is some signs that you are a people pleaser. So if you're a people pleaser, you constantly agree with people because you want them to admire you. You agree with them because you want them to give you props. You want them to like you. Not because you believe what they're saying or you agree with them. You just want them to pick you, to like you, just to admire you. That's a sign of being a people pleaser. Another sign you're a people pleaser, you agree with things you don't want to do, right? You agree with things and you do things you don't like just to make other people happy and comfortable, right? Maybe your friends invite you out and you know you feel exhausted, you know you need rest, but you still say yes because you don't want them to think that you're mean or that you're selfish. Maybe you're trying to be more spiritual and you have changed your interests in different activities, and you want to say no, but you say yes. You say yes. Or maybe you had other plans to clean or to budget, or you needed just to rest and rejuvenate at that night, or you needed to do some self-care, but you cancel your own personal plans and you say yes and you go out with them. That's just an example. If you're a people pleaser, that's what you probably are doing, putting yourself last, saying yes when you don't want to, right? And next time, you just can't say no when people ask you to do something. When people ask for a favor, you just can't say no. You have difficulty saying no. You just can't say no. Even if your schedule full, you still say yes and trying to fit them in. You just can't say no. And next time you're a people pleaser, you are always apologizing for things that is not your fault, or you generally just just saying sorry a lot, apologizing a lot, apologizing for people's emotion. You take on other people's emotion, then you blame yourself for how they feel. That's a sign of being a people pleaser. And next sign is your worth depends on how people treat you and what people think about you and what people say about you. You actually believe what people think and say about you is true, right? How other people treat you, speak about you, think about you, feel about you, you internalize it without even reflecting or thinking if it's true or not, right? Your feelings depend on how other people treat you. That is a sign of being a people pleaser. And next sign, you think that turning people down will make you look mean. You think people will think you're selfish. That's another sign. And next sign, you never have free time. You're always like having things to do for other people. Your schedule is always full. That's a sign of being a people pleaser. And then you're all burnt out and you can't take care of your family and you can't take care of your business and you can't take care of your relationship. All of that. Never have free time. And then a next sign is you neglect your own needs. You just neglect your own needs in order to do things for other people, in order to make other people happy, make other people comfortable and make them like you. So that's the signs that you're a people pleaser. And there are reasons why we people please, and there are valid reasons, but I'm going to, after I tell you the reasons why you people please, I'm going to get into why it hurts you more than you think. So reasons why we people please is because we want to be liked. So we hide our true feelings, we hide our true thoughts, we hide our true opinions on different topics or different situations. You don't really say what you honestly think, and you do things that you don't want to do to be liked, to be accepted, to feel like a sense of belonging. So that's the reason why people please, to be liked. Another reason, you just want to feel important, you want to feel significant to others. You want to be chosen, you want to be picked, you want to be friends with someone, you want somebody to pick you to be in a relationship, you want this job opportunity, you want different opportunities. That is why you people please, because another reason, you don't want to disappoint people. You don't want people to criticize you or see your flaws, or you don't want criticism. You also people please because you just want to avoid arguments, you want to avoid conflict, you just want to be agreeable to make people like you, right? Another reason why you people please is because you don't want to feel guilty, you don't want to think people to think that you are selfish, that you are mean. So you just say yes for everything. You constantly thinking about what people would think if you say no, right? And you could have seen that, you know, your parents were people pleaser, were people pleasing, and that's the reason why you people please. You mirror your parents, and now you're a people pleaser. And another reason why you just want to feel connected to someone romantically, you just want to sorry, you want to avoid loneliness, you want to be in a relationship, so you people please so you could get picked. More reasons why people please: we want to feel a social bond, we want to bond socially and feel accepted, and we want to feel a sense of belonging. So we do things that people ask, we agree with them, we laugh at their jokes, and it might not be funny, they might be hurting you or ridiculing you, making jokes about you, and you laugh. You just want to be like accepted into the group. You know, you people please because you want people to see you in a certain way, that, oh, this is a nice person, you know, he's helpful and he's resourceful and he's proactive and he's kind. You just want people to see you a certain way, so you do many things. You people please. Other reasons why you just, yeah, you fear criticism, you don't want to be ridiculed, you don't want people to complain about you, you don't want people to make complaints, you don't want to be judged, you want to be included in different activities, you want to be invited to different events, so you people please, and you do many things and bend over backwards so you could get invited to this event, so you could be included in this group or in these activities. You want people to tell you, oh, good job, you know, you want to feel validated, you want people to say that you're doing well, good job. That is why you are people pleasing, just to hear good job, just to hear that, oh, you're nice and you're kind, right? Another reason why you people please is just, you just don't know, you don't know who you are, you don't know what you need to feel satisfied, so you're just out there just doing random stuff with people. You have no sense of direction of where you're going in life. You people please again to feel safe. You people please because you think that if you do everything this person asks you to do, that they would like you, and that they would never leave you, and that they would protect you and keep you safe. That's especially in a really romantic relationship. And don't get me wrong, it's good to want to do things for people. It's good to be nice and to be kind and to be agreeable and to be helpful, but there's a limit, and it needs to come from a good place, not because they want to get chosen or to be liked or to be admired. It should come from a good place, not out of desperation to get a relationship, to get picked, to get invited to activities, to be liked, to hear a good job, to hear that you're a helpful person, to hear that you're a nice person. You shouldn't be secretly doing things in hopes that you will get what you want. So that is the problem here, right? And there are consequences of being a people pleaser. And I'm going to get into why people pleasing is hurting you more than you think, right? And one of the first reasons people pleasing could be hurting you is that you don't get your goals accomplished. You would lack willpower to tackle your own goals because all of your energy, your time, your mental resources would be devoted to making other people happy, making other people comfortable. You wouldn't have time to accomplish your goals. I just did a video on self-worth, talking about doing different activities to accomplish your goals, which could help you to build self-worth. And if you're a people pleaser, you probably have low self-worth, so you should check out that video I just did on self-worth. You have many goals to accomplish. You have career goals, you have financial goals, you have relationship goals, you have personal development goals, you have spiritual goals, and you need time to do these things. You need time to achieve these goals. You need to be doing activities every day. that is going to lead you towards accomplishing these goals. And if you're all over the place, like doing many things for people, you wouldn't accomplish your goals. So that is a big consequence of being a people pleaser. Doing many things for people, trying to make them like you, trying to make them love you, trying to make them pick you, choose you, trying to get invited to events or be in this group, or you don't have time to be doing all these many tasks. You need time to accomplish your goals. You have many things you need to do. And yes, it's good to help people and to be there for people, but there's a limit, right? The second consequence of being a people pleaser is that people will just walk all over you because they know you are kind. They know you will help them. They know you will put yourself last. They know you can't say no. They know you always say yes. They know you always show up. So they just take advantage of you and they continue to use you over and over again, asking you to do many tasks. To watch their kids again, to watch their pet again, to pick up their food, to carry this package here to there, to transport this person from here to there, to carry their pets to the vet again, to pick up their dry cleaning, to make these calls here. Can you prepare this venue? Can you buy this gift here? Can you pick up this product and bring it to me here? Many things. They will just walk all over you, ask you to do many tasks over and over and over again. People pleasing is hurting you more than you think. Second consequence is that you feel exhausted, empty, used up. All your attention, your time, your focus, your determination is going towards satisfying this other person. So like you have nothing left for yourself. Maybe the little free time you have, you're just so exhausted. All you could do is just lay there and maybe sleep. And then the next day come and you're back to helping many people, trying to be liked, trying to be loved, wanting to hear good job, wanting to fit in. Being exhausted and feeling empty and used up after doing all of these many things. Help people to move from this place to that place. Next consequence, people are just ungrateful. Like just in general, I just see that people are ungrateful. You do many things. You might actually just want to be helpful. You might not be a people pleaser, although I'm talking about people pleasing. People just ungrateful. They don't say thank you. They don't say they appreciate you. They don't express appreciation for the things that you're doing for them. They're just so caught up in themselves and they're caught up in their tasks that they need to do. They might not even recognize that, they might not even recognize your attentiveness and your kindness. They don't recognize you're helpful and you're sacrificing many things because they could be in survival mode. Yeah, and I did a video on survival mode, and every day I'm seeing why knowing about survival mode is important. That is a video you should check out. People could just be in survival mode. They might not have bad intentions towards you. They might not be a bad person. They just need to survive. That's why when they ask you, hey, can you pick up my food, or hey, can you buy these groceries and bring them to my home, hey, can you buy this lunch for me, hey, can you pick up this product, is because they're in survival mode. They probably, I don't know, they could have children they need to feed and there's not enough resources. People are in survival mode and they could just use you, and they might forget to say they thank you or show appreciation, or they just don't see that you're helpful because they're so focused. They need to survive, they need food, they need many things, right? So people are just ungrateful. Next consequence, well, people people just take you for granted. This is like a continuation of being ungrateful. They just take you for granted. They mistreat you. People just see you as this resource. People could see you as an object. Other human beings see other human beings as objects, and just use them for what they want. They don't. Sometimes they don't even ask you like, "How are you doing?" or if you're well, or maybe you are in a bad situation. They didn't ask if your situation improved, or they didn't ask if they could help you with something. For once, they don't return any favors for you. They're always like trying to ask you to do something for them. They're ungrateful. They might say, "Oh, it's urgent, it's an emergency." They want to call on you. They know you will show up. They don't ask you how you're doing. They don't ask you if you're capable of doing this. They just all caught up in their own lives and what they need to do, right? What they need to get done in their lives. And they could be just people who just be ungrateful, mistreat you, take advantage of you. And some people are in survival mode, and that doesn't mean that they're ungrateful. They're just so caught up in what they need. Shelter, food, money, water, transport, somewhere to live, right? Shelter. These are basic needs. So if they're asking you to get their lunch or something, they might not be this ungrateful person, but they could just be in survival mode. But some people are just ungrateful and just don't show appreciation, and that's a consequence. And that could make you, the next consequence is you build up resentment and you bottle up anger after a while, right? Because sometimes that they're taking advantage of you. You could feel that people are using you, mistreating you, and this could tend to make you feel angry after a while. You feel frustrated, you feel like regretful, you feel sorry for yourself because you allow them to walk all over you, and all of this resentment is just bottling up and growing and growing. You feel mad at them for taking your kindness and taking your attentiveness for weakness. And some people might not realize they are taking you for granted. They are so focused and caught up in their own lives. They need to accomplish what they need to accomplish for themselves, right? They know that you will lend a hand. They don't doubt that you will show up. They know you will show up. They know you always say yes. And they may not see that you're overcommitted. They may not see that you're drained. They may not see these things because they're so focused on themselves. Or they might just be like unconscious of interpreting other people's emotions or whatever. So they just don't see that you're overcommitted or you're drained. They don't see. They just need what they need. And then you, as a people pleaser, you develop this resentment. You think they're a bad person. You're bottling up all this anger for them. You know they're taking advantage of you, and you still people please, and you start to get angry with them, and you start to think that they're a bad person, and they might not be, and some might be a bad person or whatever. That's why sometimes you shouldn't take people's actions personally, or say that they're doing these things to me, asking me to do all these things. They could just be self-absorbed, or they just totally focus on themselves. They focus on their lives. They're in survival mode, right? They could be in survival mode, or they could just be like taking advantage, right? Another consequence of being a people pleaser is that you can't enjoy yourself. You can't enjoy yourself in life because you're just committed to doing these many things for people. You're always stressed out doing these things for people, having all these tasks and objectives every single day. You cannot wind down and relax for yourself. You always thinking of all these tasks you need to fulfill for other people every single day. You feel emotionally depleted. You're stressed out every day. You feel anxious. How am I gonna get all these things done? You have stretched your own physical and your mental resources too thin because you're trying to make other people happy. You're trying to help them get what they want. help them get what they need, and it's just hard for you to relax and enjoy yourself and take care of your own needs and be happy, because you're always thinking about, oh, I need to do this, I need to do this, I need to answer this call, I need to email this person, I need to make this appointment for this person, I need to drop this package here and there. Stressed out, can't enjoy yourself, can't relax. Next consequence is mentally burnt out, which is like continuing from the point I just made of not enjoying yourself. You're mentally burnt out from all the pressures of trying to please others and trying to get all these tasks finished. Maybe you're late, maybe the deadline passed, or trying to help someone reach the deadline, trying to make them happy, trying to help them accomplish their goals, having a lot on your plate, always feeling like overwhelmed very often, juggling many things, trying to do this thing for this person and do this thing for this other person, and maybe you have something you need to do for yourself and you cancel that and you put that last, and it's just like mental burnout, thinking constantly about how I'm going to get all of these things done. Next consequence, you neglect your own needs. You neglect your own needs for others. You don't do self-care. Basic things like drink water, because you're so busy. The whole day passed, you didn't drink water, you didn't eat. You start to get sick, immune system low. That's basic needs, hygiene, not taking care of your parents. Just like neglecting your family, neglecting your partner, your romantic partner, having problems in your relationship because you're just doing this for this person, you're doing this. Neglect yourself, your family, neglect your romantic partner, neglect your career. Sometimes your business get neglected, business start to fail because you're doing this for this person and you need to do this for this person, and you don't take time. You need to manage your money or to rest or to review your goals. Maybe you have goals and then you're not accomplishing them, and you need to review them, and you need to do over this budget, and you're not doing it. You're neglecting your own needs. This is why people pleasing is hurting you more than you think. Obviously you wouldn't know it's hurting you more than you think because you're so busy planning this event here, picking up this kid to carry them here, buying food to carry them here, transporting people, transporting packages, doing many things. Neglect yourself, mentally burnt out, can't relax, can't enjoy yourself, get sick. That's the consequences of being a people pleaser. And people pleasers, they have a hidden agenda, right? And obviously I talk about romantic relationships here on this channel, and the real reason why people please, especially in relationships, is that they just don't want to be rejected. Don't want to be rejected. You want to get people to love you. That's why you people please. You want to get them to spend time with you. You want to not get abandoned. You want to feel safe. I want to feel protected. I want to feel like I belong. That's why you people please. That's like the hidden reason why you're people pleasing, especially in romantic relationships. To get them to spend time with you. To get them to choose you. And it's like this battle, it's like this bargain that you're secretly trying to make, and it's in your own mind. This unspoken agreement you have in your mind that if I do this and I do this and this, they'll pick me, they will choose me, I will get that relationship and they will accept me and I will feel safe and I'll feel like I belong. That's why you're people pleasing. And sometimes people please and they don't know that they're doing it. It could just be unconscious. You're unconsciously getting this product for them, buying this food for them, carrying this package here and there for them. helping them declutter their home. I'll help them declutter their office. Whatever, many tasks that I can't think of right now. Babysit their kids, pay their rent, secretly trying to get a relationship. And it could be unconscious, or sometimes in your mind you're telling yourself, yeah, if I pay all bills, if I pay this rent, she'll be with me. But sometimes, I mean, it's maybe you could have an open conversation and say, what if you have an open conversation and say, okay, I'm going to pay your rent and I want you to be with me and only me. That's having an open conversation, and most people will never do that. And I could remember talking in this video, survival mode, where people, they pay for courses, they pay for seminars and webinars, or they pay the bills, they pay rent in hopes that they will get a relationship. That's why you should do things from the goodness of your heart. You help them with their business, financially help them with their business. You pay for their courses, they're in university, you pay that, you pay their tuition, you pay this, and then eventually they leave. After they probably finish university, they get a job, they upgrade themselves, they level up, they leave you, and you help them. You think that's helping them and paying for all these courses and these seminars, that they will be with me forever. You probably are people pleasing, secretly trying to get this commitment, and people they level up and they leave. So there's a difference between like being a nice person and being a people pleaser. If you're a nice person, you do things and you feel good about yourself, you go about your life, you go about your business. You're a nice person, you do things, you genuinely want to help them declutter their home. Or you're a nice person, I'm going to return a favor. They watch my kids for this many hours, okay, I'll help them with their laundry. I don't know. Or you're a nice person, you do things to earn a favor. But people pleasers now, you're doing things to avoid rejection. I'm going to do this to be chosen. I'm doing this so they could like me, so they could love me, so I could feel safe, and I could feel a sense of belonging. Most of the time I'm talking about a romantic relationship, and you could apply this to like any part of life. And that's why in dating and relationship, you don't assume what is happening in the relationship. You have to communicate many things as much as possible. You could be, an example, you are helping them build their business. Maybe you start off a new business. When you just start off, you might not make money, you need money to start up, you help them start up, and you think that's helping them start up in this business that you get a relationship, and you just assume that you're in a relationship because you're helping them start up their business. People pleasing, assuming things, assuming you're in a relationship, maybe because you're taking care of them. You start to pay their rent, you start to bring food. You think you're not in a relationship if you do not have a communication about being in a relationship. If you're paying rent to be with them exclusively, you need to say that. You don't just pay rent and like, oh yeah, I'll get this relationship, they will be with me and only me, and you never communicate that, right? So don't create stories in your mind about what is happening in your like you're living in your mind and not verbalizing what is really going on, right? And how to avoid being a people pleaser. Build your self-worth. Just did a video on self-worth, talking about how knowing that you are valuable and knowing that you are genuinely worthy of good things, you are worthy of good health, You are worthy of successful marriage, successful relationship, successful career. You are worthy of success. You are worthy of financial success, right? That self-worth is, you should look at that video. I'm just glossing over. Is it that you are important? Self-worth is know that you are significant to this life, no matter how people treat you, no matter how people talk to you, talk about you, feel about you. You know that you are valuable, and you know that you are important, and you should never feel obligated to give away your time and to give away your energy to people or different situations that is not enjoyable and that is not benefiting you. So to avoid people pleasing, you have to build your self-worth, right? You do not need to do things to get your energy sucked out of you, to make you feel resentful, to make you feel depleted and drained after. You need to be doing things that will uplift you, and building your self-worth will help you to avoid becoming a people pleaser, right? So you should check out that video that I just did on self-worth. To avoid people pleasing, you have to think before you say yes. Somebody asks you to do a favor, they ask you to, or they might ask you to, hey, can we go, I don't know, your friends ask you to go hang out or something. Sometimes you just think about it, or just sometimes you just say no sometimes. Just say no sometimes, or just take some time to respond and evaluate the situation to know if you can do this favor or whatever it is, right? Ask questions like, is this something I really want to do? Before you say yes to pick up their dry cleaning, and to drop off their dry cleaning, pick up their dry cleaning, bring it back to their house, watch their kids, bring their food, make this call, make a appointment for them. Before you do all of these things, is this something I have time for and have energy for? That's just examples of many tasks people could ask you for. You just ask sometimes, how long would this take? How long would this take? Do you have time to declutter, help them declutter their home, or clean their home, or many tasks people would ask you to do? Watch their kids, sometimes for days. You know, am I going to feel stressed out after? These are questions you could ask, so you could know if you're doing it or not. Will I have enough mental energy and willpower to do the things that I want to do after? Think about it. Do I need to put myself last for this? Should I put myself first at this moment? Maybe your boss asks you to work overtime. I don't know. Do I have the energy and time to work overtime? Maybe you have been neglecting your family a lot, your romantic partner, or your goals that you have many things to do. Well, you have enough. If you work overtime, like maybe yes, you work overtime, you get some extra money, you could work overtime, yes, but are you like working overtime like all the time? Do you need to like set aside time to work on these your financial goals or your spiritual goals or your relationship goals, whatever it is? Just that's just some questions you could ask. Do I have enough energy and time left? Would I have enough energy and time left over to, I don't know, be with my romantic partner? Maybe your relationship is like going down, and you know you need to spend some quality time with them, and your boss asks you to do overtime, and it's like, should I do overtime today? Next thing you could do to just like stop people pleasing is set some personal boundaries. And to set personal boundaries, you need to know yourself. Know your limits, know what you could take on. And obviously that'll come with experience, because maybe you think you could have taken on this project and it was too much for you, and there's a next project coming up, and you need to just be clear about what you could take on, what you are willing to take on, and just get to know yourself, know your limits. Maybe For your work, you only take calls and you only respond to emails like up to a certain time. Like maybe after 6 p.m. you stop taking calls. Maybe after 7 p.m. you don't respond to emails. You need to know yourself and what you can manage and what you can handle. Or maybe your friend asks you to watch their kids. Okay, but I'm only available for this specific time. Okay, but only for 5 hours. Yeah. Just set some personal boundaries. Know what you can take on. Or set a specific time or couple hours. Okay, please can you help me declutter my office? Okay, I'll give you 2 hours because you need to do something else for yourself after. Maybe you can't spend 4 to 5 hours helping them declutter or remodel their home or decorate or help them plan this event. Whatever it is people ask you to do, you could say yes, but I only have 3 hours. Next thing you could do to avoid people pleasing is to know your goals and priorities in life so you have some sort of direction. Know where you want to spend your time. Right? Goals give you a sense of direction and purpose in life. Right? They help you to know what is important to you. They help you to keep focused, to keep organized in your life. They help you to determine what do you want in terms of you need to think about your career. You need career goals. You have family goals. You have relationship goals. You could have personal development goals, money goals, spiritual goals. Right? All of these would help you to take control of your life. So, because you don't want to be running up and down, doing all these many things, helping other people achieve their goals, and you're not fulfilling your goals. Right? With goals, you could set a routine. You could a routine of activities that you do almost every day or you do every week that help you to reach these goals bit by bit, right? And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying to not be helpful and to not be kind and not to help them and not to show up for them. Sometimes you put people before yourself. Sometimes you put yourself last for a good friend, for a family member, for a romantic partner, whatever you put yourself last, sometimes that is normal. It's good to help people, to shop for people, to be there for people, hard times. Right? It's just to sometimes decipher if you are capable at the moment. Are you capable to sacrifice your time now, your energy, your attention? It's just to make the right choices. When to say no, when to say yes. And having goals could help you to avoid people pleasing, so you have some sort of direction, so you know your time could be divided. To help this person declutter, yes, but then after I need to, meet with your therapist or whatever. You can cancel meetings or whatever you have to do. Don't be doing things to be chosen. Right? That's being a people pleaser. Yes, you could help people. Yes, you could show up. Yes, you could be a kind, nice person. Yes, you could be agreeable, easygoing or whatever. But not to be chosen. I want to do this so they could choose me. Not to avoid rejection, not to get some approval. Yeah, good job. You're just doing all of these things to hear good job. This happens in real life. To get validation, to be liked. Do things because you genuinely want to help. You genuinely want to help. You just want to feel good. You just want to do a favor, or you just make a negotiation, like open conversation, right? So next thing you could do to avoid people pleasing is when it comes to romantic relationships, it's just to remember that romantic relationships and it's a give and take. It's like a mutual understanding. You have mutual goals. Like you both, for example, both of you, male, female, you both hold space for each other. to have conversations, to share feelings, both people share their feelings, to get a relief, to get stress relief. You both support each other in difficult situations, right? It's mutual. So if you're a people pleaser, you need to remember that in a romantic relationship, it's give and take. You don't want to be the one who you're the active listener. You're listening attentively with undivided attention. But then when you have a problem, they're not focused on you. They're not making eye contact. They're on their phone. They don't understand you, they're not really listening to you. Their mind is somewhere else and you're talking these many things. It need to be give and take. Mutual help. Both of you give compliments. If you're the only one giving compliments, you're the only one being compassionate and forgiving when they make a mistake. And when you make a mistake, I don't know, they break up. I don't know. People are weird. Both of you need to give support in challenging times, through sadness, like difficult situation. Relationships are not the best all the time. Both of you should be trying to solve a problem. You're a team, you're not like opponents in a relationship. You need to act. Both of you, I accept your flaws, I accept your weaknesses. Yes, we are working to be better. We don't want to outgrow each other. We don't want to outgrow the relationship, so we both are working on ourselves. Not you doing all this spiritual work, going to church, going in prayer group, and they're just like not improving themselves. And then you outgrow them, you outgrow relationship. It's mutual. Both listen actively. Both of you are honest. Not one person, hey, I feel like this and I think like this, and the other person, you don't know how they feel. You don't know their opinion. You don't know what they think. You think the relationship is heading in this direction, and they're like, you probably just for a moment. Many things could happen. You both need to be genuine. You both need to be trustworthy, loyal, faithful, whatever. It would be really unsatisfying to be the only one in the relationship, working on the relationship, working on yourself. Relationship is give and take. So if you're a people pleaser, you're in a relationship and it feels unbalanced, know that it's probably not the relationship for you, right? So that is people pleasing. I talk about who is a people pleaser. You should know if you're one by now. I give the signs, and now you know the reasons why you people please. Some people might know that they're doing it. Some people don't know that they're people pleasing. It could be conscious, it could be unconscious, right? And those are the consequences of being a people pleaser, and it's hurting you more than you think. You can't enjoy yourself properly. You cannot relax. You're so stressed. You build up resentment. You're angry with them, exhausted, burnt out, neglect your needs, neglect your family, neglect your health, you neglect your goals. There's so many things to do. Your financial goals, your career goals, your personal goals, your relationship, your business. There's many things to do than running up here and there doing all of these things for people. So avoid people pleasing. Build your self-worth. Think before you say yes. Ask questions. Do I have the time, energy, willpower to do this? Set some boundaries. Know yourself. Okay, I should stop taking calls 8 p.m. Okay. Get your goals in order. And for those of you in a relationship, remember it's mutual. So I hope this video helps. I hope you, if you're a people pleaser, that you improve. And you should also check out my video on self-worth. Building your self-worth will help you to avoid people pleasing, and also check out survival mode. I'm now realizing how important knowing about survival mode is, right? So thanks for watching. If you like this content, like the video, subscribe, and see you in the next video.